Hello everyone, this is once again Visual Pony with another video for Pony and Wolf Productions, and today we are reading the story A Close Call by Jamin P. Rose. Wait, we did have this author on here not too long ago, didn't we? Oh my god, so we have another Fallout one-shot from Jamin. So let's see where this is going. It has something to do with the Cutie Mark Crusaders, and it is post the Day of Sunshine and Rainbows. So I am actually very curious. Also have a little list of our amazing patrons on Patreon who keep supporting us with all those lovely monthly donations that keep our channel alive and, of course, our bills paid and the lights on so that we can keep recording, and as well as that, well, enabling us to buy treats for our little Luna. Thwack, thwack, thwack. I hate swamps. Why do we have to be here? A small unicorn colt complains as they use a machete to cut through a set of vines on a fallen tree. And why do we have to make the path? We have to make the path because Ranger Bowie has gone missing and we're still waiting for someone to come and take over the job. A taller Earth pony filly replies as she tries to wipe some mud off her blue-coated face, eventually just using her red crusader cape to do so. Stop whining, Razor. The sooner we get this path done, the sooner we can sell mangoes easier and buy better treats for the crusaders. Yeah, whatever you say, Blue Iris. Razor says as he wipes the sweat from his head with his silver-turned brown hoof, spreading mud across his brow more than cleaning away the sweat. As he continues to cut away at the vines, he mutters, "Totally not because Lilac Wind wants more mangoes." I heard that, Razor! Iris says as she bucks one end of the tree, cracking the dead wood open. So what? It's not like she isn't benefiting from this. Plus, there's that cute Bat Crusader that she likes. He shoots back, punctuated by another thwack of his machete. You can't tell me that's not part of why she wants this. Less jibber-jabber and more chop-chop, Razor! She calls back as she starts pushing the broken part of the tree away from the place where the path will be. You can have a treat when we get back to the lodge. Razor doesn't speak again, but the swacks of his machete become quicker than before. Slowly, the pair of them are able to de-vine the tree, break it up, and move it out of the way of the path. With that tree cleared away, they continue down the planned path between the mango grove and the edge of the swamp. A couple of smaller trees block the best way through for carts, however, they look to be less than daunting than the massive ones they had spent the morning removing. Each tree that needs removing is marked on Iris's map as they walked. The quiet ambience of the swamp fills the silence between the two of them as they reach the edge of the swamp. The trees thinned out a while ago, and the horrid smells of the swamp bogs fade as they come to a stop. Here we go, the path we're making ends here, Iris says to Razor as she takes a seat on the ground. Finally! Can we rest here for a while, like all night perhaps? Razor says as he flops down onto the non-swampy ground. You know we need to head back, Razor. They'll get worried about us if we don't. Iris replies as she scoots over to him and lays against him. Plus, we can have a nice treat when we get back to the lodge. I know, I just don't like it in the swamp. It's scary. Razor shivers. Those mole creatures almost got me once before we blew up their home. Iris makes a gentle shushing sound as she shifts and pulls him into a hug. They're gone now. They can't hurt you, and we got revenge for Bramble. I miss him, Razor says with a sniff. So do I, but we can't do anything for him by crying. So we're going to make this path out and sell 1,000,000 mangoes for him, okay? Iris asks as she wipes away the tears from Razor's face. Yeah, we'll make him proud, Razor says as he sniffles and reins in his tears. Do you think he's happy in the treehouse in the sky? Yeah, I do. I bet he's watching us right now, happy to see that we're going to be selling the mangoes across the wasteland. Thanks for being here, Iris. You're welcome, Razor. Now let's get back to the lodge before we miss dinner. The pair of them get back up and start walking towards the lodge, only to be stopped in their tracks by a mighty roar. The ground shakes as the horizon looms a massive hydra. The beast charges through the swamp, not exactly in their direction, but close. The pair of them dive for cover, using their small forms to hide from the lumbering beast. The behemoth of a creature stomps along not 100 feet from their hiding spots as they watch it. They realize that it's not rampaging, it's fleeing. Following behind it is a tall, dark-coated unicorn stallion wielding a scythe in his magic, while also firing off massive bolts of lightning, each one making the beast roar in pain. All the while, Razor shivers against Iris, his teeth chattering and his horns sparking a little. The stallion occasionally sends his scythe out to cut the massive beast as they continue to drive it forward. Slowly, the roars and sounds of magic fade, but Razor doesn't stop shaking like a leaf in the wind. Even with Iris holding him tightly, it takes a while for him to calm down, and all the while his horn sparks with magic.
That's a stallion,
Razor stutters, his teeth chattering.
He's a god!
What do you mean, Razor?
Are you okay?
Iris asks as she checks him over.
Your horn was sparking like we were going to have a wild magic burst. Didn't you feel his magic? The pressure of it?
He asks with a shiver.
It was like a tsunami, like in the story you reread the other night.
I didn't feel that. It was beyond impressive, though, she says as she lifts him onto her back.
Let's get you back to the lodge, okay? Yeah,
Razor says as he holds tight onto her back. The trek back to the lodge is slow, and by the time they arrive, it's well into the evening. When they step into the lodge, the buzz of talk is almost overwhelming, all of which comes to a stop when they see Razor clinging to Iris's back. Half a dozen crusaders rush over to them to take Razor over to a table to check him over. As they look him over, Iris walks up to their group leader.
Summer days, what was all the chatter about?
She asks as she sits next to said pony, a colt with a yellow coat. Did you see the Hydra? Summer asks as he turns to look at her.
Yeah, it passed within like 100 feet of us. Some kind of navy or black unicorn was driving it out of the swamp,
Iris says.
His presence had some kind of effect on Razor.
Razor's not the only one. 3 of the other crusaders are suffering the same effect. One of them said it was like their voice was being drowned out in a crusader meeting, but with their magic. Summer explains. We have no idea who this pony is, but if he removed the Hydra from the swamp like you say, then we need to be careful. I want you to spread the word not to mess with him.
Will do, Summer,
Iris says with a salute. Once you're done, grab some treats and share them with Razor. You two deserve some after that, Summer says, leaning over and hugging her. And thanks for bringing him back safely. Iris blushes at that and heads off to spread the word. Stay away from the mysterious stallion with a scythe, whoever he is. So, hello and welcome back to another Comment Time with Visual Pony, where I remind you that you can support PonyWolf Productions through the links down in the description below. Every little helps, it's needed and very much appreciated and helps to keep the lights on around here. And now let's get into the meat of the story, because, oh my word, what the heck is this? I have a feeling that Jamin P. Rose is actually working on his own little Fallout Equestria universe, and I am interested in it because that pony with a scythe, as we know from another story we have read by him, is actually a pony called Nyx. So, yeah, I'm curious here. Also curious why Jamin P. Rose doesn't simply go ahead and write an entire Fallout Equestria story instead of, doing it in one-shots. Sincerely yours, Visual Pony, and I will certainly check out this author's profile page, because maybe they have started to write their own Fallout Equestria story and I simply haven't seen it yet. And as always, I hope that this video finds you well in body and mind.